Yeah, hey Jim Bob, thanks for the time. Obviously we know that Daniel's dealing with something with his leg. So how do you, one, evaluate the way he's played recently, and then two, kind of account for that when you are, dialing up your offense, just knowing that you don't want to put him in a position to make things worse.
Yeah, I think he's playing well, playing efficiently, spreading the ball around to guys, managing the offense within each weekly game plan against some pretty good defenses that throw different things at you and create different problems. Um, doing a lot of good there. We're always conscious of all our guys who's out there. Some guys are dealing with stuff throughout the NFL season, and we try to do what we can to put them in position to go have success. But like Shane said a few times, Daniel's sort of no restrictions. We're able to go out there and play ball and do whatever we can go do to beat our opponent.
Kevin.
Jim Bob, what's the balance in short yardage when you have probably the best running back in the NFL, but yet there's the craze nowadays in the NFL is just sneak it every time, no matter if it's a quarterback, tight end, et cetera, et cetera. What's that balance like?
Yeah, everybody's got a different strategy, right? I mean, you see different strategies amongst a lot of different teams. It can play into, sort of how you want to play ball. There have been times this year where we've thrown the ball on short yardage, right? Sometimes the defense gives you a look where they jam so many guys down in there that you want to take an opportunity to throw the football. So all options exist. There's certainly benefit to just getting the first down on 3rd and 1, and that's very valuable to convert that 3rd and 1. Sometimes you make a few more yards when you hand it or toss it to a Jonathan Taylor than you do a sneak. Those can be valuable as well. Some defenses have certain weaknesses they open up when they sort of put a lot of resources into defending a sneak. So it's a weekly game plan decision. We try to have a few tools at our disposal so that Shane can go call his favorite play for that situation and go get it. But you want to do a little bit of both. Everybody in the league's doing some version of that. It's just trying to find that perfect balance.
Joel.
With the running game, obviously you guys were great in Atlanta, but kind of the other three of the last four, you've kind of had some trouble getting going. What do you think sticks out about what's been tough to kind of get JT some space?
Yeah, it's just been one little thing here or there. Shoot, it's not one run scheme. It's not one, guy making the same mistake. It's just these little things, and the defense sure plays their role in causing those little things, trying to beat a block or some D line movement to make things a little bit tougher on your blocking combinations. It's the ongoing battle in this league. You know, whether you're running it or throwing it or whatever, we're competing against the defense. We're trying to do everything we can to make those yards and put JT in great position to go do what he does so well. And the defense is, they're spending as much time as we are trying to stop that from happening. So it's an ongoing battle. We got some things to clean up and got to coach them a little bit better. I'm going to try to do a better job of doing that this week. Give our guys a better shot to go succeed. They're working their tails off. We're practicing hard. We're into the details. Just going to clean up a few things and look forward to competing against a good Jaguars defense this week.
Chap.
Jim Bob, how you doing?
What's up, chap?
How have you seen Josh Downs handle well, I don't know how, not his role, but when you bring in Tyler Warren, he does a lot of what Josh had done. How have you seen Josh handle fewer opportunities, I guess maybe is the word?
Yeah, Josh is a true professional. He comes to work every day. He puts his work in. He's oftentimes doing extra. If you look in different areas of the complex, you'll see Josh working on extra things to improve, to get better. He attacks his weekly role. He attacks, studying, learning the weekly game plan, detailing that thing up. Josh has been a great team guy with a great attitude. Um, he's been really really fun to coach, and he'll continue to be that. We're excited to keep working with Josh. We love working with Josh.
Just a couple more. Nathan.
Hey, Jim Bob. As you have seen, I know you've mentioned you kind of just feel like there's one or two little things that have held the offense back a little bit the last couple weeks. Have you viewed it in hindsight as you have reviewed film, it being at all teams, I don't know, better catching on to some things that you guys were doing that you had lots of success with in the start of the season? Is it a product of just playing better defenses week in, week out as the schedule on the back half of the season has gotten better, or anything else that you can point to in that respect?
Yeah, I mean, schematically, we're always when you have some success, you tend to set some tendencies, and defenses study those tendencies. So then we always are trying to counter the tendencies that we know we've set. That's an ongoing battle. You're always going to have sort of tendencies that you've set, and then you're trying like crazy to counter them and be aware of what the defense knows and sort of be one step ahead in that battle. But that's you know, we think we're pretty good at it, and those defenses think they're pretty good at figuring them out. So we're going back and forth doing that. But shoot, you play a different defense every week. They have different matchups. They have different personnel. They have different motivations each week for how they want to play defense against us. And, we try to go battle to the greatest extent that we can battle to go put our guys in great position to go have success. We're excited about the opportunity to face the Jaguars this week, have another sort of challenge ahead of us. But yeah, you play different defenses. Some of them have different strengths and weaknesses. That's part of the game. The goal is to play good enough football, at least for me as an offensive coordinator, our offense to play good enough football that we end up with more points than they do at the end of the game. So we're looking to do a better job this week of coaching our guys up, going out, putting in a good week of work, and heading down to Jacksonville.
And a follow up on Daniel, I know that Shane has said, and you said again today that Daniel's injury hasn't held you guys back in terms of play calling or how you guys would just typically go about calling your offense. I don't know if this is incorrect or not, but it seemed to me maybe like Daniel was, I don't know, just staying in the pocket just a little bit more at times when you guys were getting pressure on Sunday. Do you guys feel like with what he's going through with that fibula injury that he's at all less mobile or wanting to just try to stay planted in that pocket to make throws, or do you feel like he has the same scramble abilities that he would have had a couple weeks ago?
I think he's been moving around a little bit. We called a couple boots and nakeds, and he moved around, delivered the ball a couple times to guys. Had a nice screen to Jonathan Taylor where he sort of sold like it was a boot, sold like it was a movement play, and then threw the screen to JT. So, we feel comfortable with Daniel. We'll work with him, continue to talk to him, make sure our game plan is right where we need it to be for him and everybody. But no, we're excited to go face off against these Jaguars this week and go put together a good game plan and go battle.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Looks like that's it for today, Jim Bob. Thanks for
All
your
right.
time.
You guys have a good Tuesday. Be safe out there.
Thanks everyone for joining us. We will see you tomorrow.